Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we are playing Starmade, and I'd like to play with the new reactor stuff. Now if you're coming here looking for a detailed, in-depth, step-by-step tutorial and explanation, boy are you in the wrong place. I'm going to throw down blocks and see what happens, because I don't fully understand this yet. I'm working on it, but I don't fully understand it. So, yeah. Wait for Linscap to put out a video or bench if you really want to know what's going on. If you want to see me flounder around with it, then you're more than welcome to watch. Okay, basically, now that I've had my disclaimer out of the way, well, let's give a good chunk. Something we can really see differences with. Let's give a 5x5x5. Let's stick it right there. The old way is you had this 5x5x5, and you needed to place stabilizers. Otherwise, because I'm lower than 25%, I'm not getting full potential out of this reactor. And because I'm under 100%, if this reactor gets shot, it gets extra damage done to it. And we counteract that by adding stabilizers. Except these stabilizers are practically useless, as, oh good grief, there's too much junk on the screen. Stability efficiency of block to place, this one right here, is 12% if I stick one right there. And then the numbers after it is the distance that the block I'm going to place is, then the recommended distance to get 100% efficiency from this block. Total stabilization is 16.2%. So I can place like 6 of these and I get total stabilization. Except as they get further away, they get more stabilized because, see, I'm turning green. And you just place this until you got 100, then you were happy. Although I've noticed there's a buffer. So now I have 243% there. Let's undo all that. Except now they've changed it. So now you get a bonus to stabilization if it is placed on multiple sides of the reactor. Notice stabilizer groups, 1 out of 20. Dimensions used, 1 out of 6. They're calling each side a dimension. So this is in the back dimension. Actually, it thinks it's the left dimension. It's calling it the left dimension. See, it says stabilizer bonus slot left of reactor core. Reactor distance times 9 and all that math stuff. Put another one here. Let's see, that's 82.1. Undo that. Okay, it doesn't show the bonuses that I should get. Huh, that's interesting. But the same reactor clumping. See, that's 8. That's 6. Let's undo that one. This corner one, 0.6. That should get a bigger. Well, I bet it's because they're so close. 0.6. Let's throw this one out this way. So that should reduce the number, the size of everything. It's still going to be 0.6. And throw one out here. That's 100% with 33% buffer, as opposed to doing something like this for, oh, yeah, that's 100%. That's 100% with a 48% buffer. So instead of doing those, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these chunks in a row, I can get 4 of them in a relatively equally placed and get the same effect out of it, roughly. So now, ships don't have to be really, really long, you know, with the needle ships, as some people are calling them, with the reactors on one end of the ship and the stabilizers on the other end of the ship. Now you don't need that. Now, let's see. Oh, undo. For example, let's grab our 5x5 here. Instead of needing 82 meters in one way and 82 meters in the other way, what way is that? Oh, I'm looking at this sideways. Let's see, what's half of 82? 41? 3. And that. So placing this here should give me 100%. Stabilization, except those are reactors. Placing this here should give me 100%, right? I guess 61%. Why does it give me 61%? Because it's only 42. If I place... Okay. Yeah, that's right. If I placed it at 82, it's at 41. If I place it at 82, it'd get 100%. But now, if I place a reactor over here, I get 100%. The old way was, that would be half, and this would be equally as inefficient as that one. So, actually, it's probably best to show an example instead of just blabbing about it. This is my secret project I've been working on. I usually have some sort of project I'm working on, practicing hulling and all that good stuff. The EB. This is a pure 100% Power 2.0 ship. Let's not detach the mouse, let's hop in. See these stabilizers. I had stabilizers on either side and a reactor. This setup barely, just barely got 100% stabilization. And this thing is what? 347 meters long, so 347 meters. And see, I'm barely hitting green on these stabilizers, and just kind of a yellowish tint. So I have horrible number of stabilizers. 56,571 stabilizers. And the reactor itself, if I can ever find it, there you go. It requires a distance of 390.2 meters for the stabilizers to start being at 100% efficient. That's why I have so many stabilizers, and this was barely stabilized. In fact, I built this reactor, then built the ship around it. Anyway, now it is at 100% stabilized with 328.9% extra. So I can come back in and I can actually take out these extra stabilizers because I'm picking up this distance bonus because I have stabilizers on either side. I originally did this because I was thinking I can cram some on this side, then cram a bunch on this side, and hopefully I get enough for everything to balance out. Now we don't have to do that. Now it's actually saying, oh, there's some on this side and some on that side. So basically it's saying two half sides, so it's halving the minimum distance. I might be misunderstanding something, but that's basically the gist I'm getting. In fact, while I'm here, let's see, with the camera, I don't want to replace, I just want to get rid of. And let's, like that, and remove mode. I've also learned in my experimentation that the game does not like me to place and remove 100 or 200,000 blocks at a time. You just get rid of all these. Much wider. I'm still doing good. I'm still 200%, I'm still 170% above what's required for stabilization. In fact, I can come take that off. I'm still 150% over. Oh. Alright, the game is not liking that. It's thinking about it. I probably just crashed it. Yep, I just crashed it. Alright. So anyway, that's we're just going to stay here in the screenshot here because we still have the numbers we can talk about. I took out almost 20,000 stabilizers, and I'm still 100%. I was at 380 plus the 100, that's almost 5. So I've reduced the number of stabilizers I needed for this ship by almost 5 times because of the new, the way the new bonuses work. I think that's amazing. And I really need to do this not using OBS, running OBS in the background so I can delete these stabilizers. I think that's what really got it cranky. Anywho, since the game crashed, I think, oh yeah, there we go, there's the proper You done crashed, son. Okay. That's probably going to start me up. Yeah. Since it crashed, I think we're just going to call this an episode, because by the time we get that things back up and running, it's going to be time up. Anywho, come over to the Discord. We already had a discussion about this not long after it released, playing around with it and seeing what patterns we could get. And the more sides you get, the more bonus, more compact everything can be. So we're going to play with this probably for the rest of this week, playing with reactor sizes and shapes and seeing if we can squeeze as much power as we can out of it. And if you'd like to come share your results, if you do some research, my Discord link is in the description, or should be in the description. Anywho, I've been JW608, this has been Starmade, now dig you cats later.